Do you know what her role in Hillary's 2016 campaign is going to be?
I do.
And what will it be?
I'm not telling you.
There he goes, oversharing again. His wife, Uma Abedin, obviously the close Clinton aide, probably not too happy right now, and she's got a variety of reasons to be married, or maybe just angry at Anthony Weiner. Well, he again slipping up there by adding fuel to already hot flames surrounding the speculation game around Hillary. His comment coming just as Hillary Clinton was dipping her toe back into the political pool. At the American Bar Association last night in San Francisco, Clinton made a bold statement about the Supreme Court's ruling when it comes to the Voting Rights Act.
Anyone who says that racial discrimination is no longer a problem in American elections must not be paying attention.
Now, that is the first in a series of speeches that she's expected to make here over the next few months. Meanwhile, there are plans for a movie and a mini-series about the former Secretary of State, and she met, as many of you know, with the president at the White House recently. So all this leads to the growing speculation that it's not if, but when she'll get into this thing. But it raises a host of questions for me. Not about whether she will get into it or not. I assume we all think she's going to run, right? Okay. So did the Clintons, Dominic, play Obama? I mean, he got something out of it when the election was a little tighter here. Certainly, he helped him up, helped him at Charlotte at the convention, helped him a whole host of ways. But in the end of the day, you've got Democrats right now, only a year into the second term, even the harshest critics, Democratic critics of the Clintons, you know, just counting the days until she runs here, thinking she's better than the status quo. Do we give too much credit to the Clintons, or did they play this thing?
The Clintons did not play President Obama. President Obama is a lame duck president. No matter who the president was, and in the second term at this point, we would all be looking ahead to who the next president is going to be. The Clintons and the Obamas, they used each other. First of all, Richard, Obama stepped up and beat both of them, which was impossible for anybody. I mean, this is the expert. These guys are the expert. No one could have predicted that this little black guy from Chicago was going to come up and beat the Clintons. And he beat not one of the Clintons, but both of them. So then the Clintons said, well, it's better to go along and get along. So then they said, let's get him a second term. We get you your second term, you get Hillary into the White House. And that's exactly what we're watching right now.
I'm curious from you two guys. From a Republican perspective, who do you think Republicans dislike and respect more? Because I thought it was impossible for Republicans to hate anybody more than Clinton. But you hear the McCains of the world, you hear so many Republicans who speak fondly of Hillary as a senator, weren't too critical other than the Benghazi stuff about her time at State, but can't stand anything about Obama. It seems, unless I'm misreading it, not that they're going to vote for her, but the enmity that they have for this current president, they don't share for Hillary. And when it comes to respect, if they did a poll here and didn't have to attach their names, I think more Republicans respect the former First Lady than they do the president. Do I have it right?
Well, I think Obama's in power, so it's much more reasonable to dislike the guy in power and the other power. The Clintons are kind of yesterday's news. If Hillary to become president, you will see that anti-Hillary, anti-Clinton stuff.
As strong as what this president's had to go through?
I think so.
Really?
I think so, yeah.
Well, let's remember that when we had the Democratic primary, Obama ran left of Hillary Clinton. Now, the Clintons are much better at tactical situations, at politics, but we all know who Hillary Clinton is, and we're not fooled by that. So yeah, if she runs, she's going to get it just as hard as Obama get it in terms of criticism, because we know that she is really left of her husband. She's not a centrist like her husband, but she's excellent. She's an excellent politician. And the other thing is, as Dominic pointed, it's the second term blues. I mean, it's a lame duck president. What are we're not expecting.
But you know what's fascinating, Andrew and Scott, for me is what so many Democrats seem to want from a Hillary administration that they don't even hold out hope for Obama, which is she likes the fight. And they're not convinced that this guy either likes it or even wants any part of it. I know it's just imagery, and I hate people count how many rounds people play golf and stuff, but you wouldn't envision, with the looming battles that lie ahead when they come back from recess, that a Hillary president would be goofing off in Martha's Vineyard right now.
Ooh,
No,
that's
I'm sorry.
unfair, man.
Fair enough,
That's
but it's
unfair.
optics. You live in a world of optics.
No, that's not
There
fair,
would have
man.
been,
It's
I think,
August. Come on.
fair
man.
enough. He deserves a break. I'm not.
No,
Bush's
keep that line.
still
That's
right.
you're absolutely right.
I just think people,
Unemployment-
Democrats
That's as
want,
cheap as you can.
Democrats want more of this than they get from the president right now. And I think a lot of people think that at least she'll bring more of a fight. Maybe she won't get it done, but the tone will be different, and there won't be as much resignation that it can't change that they get from this current White House.
I think Dominic's right that any second-term president would be under siege like this, and folks on the Democratic side are already looking forward because folks are covering the story of the permanent campaign.
But that skips the part about what they're frustrated about now. I'm talking about Democrats, Andrew.
Well, first of all, I don't think there's any guarantee that they get more out of a Hillary administration than they would out of an Obama administration. Although I think
they would.
I think on some business-oriented issues, Hillary's closer to the Republican position than Obama is, so there might be a better chance of getting stuff done. But it's not that she's better. It's not that they like her more. It's not that they're frustrated with him more. It's that they see her as being next, and you want to be on the side of who's next.
I think it's more than that.
Rich,
I
have
think it's
to
more
tell
than
you,
that.
I don't hear the same frustration levels that you hear. I hear a lot of folks saying, you know, the first African American president in this country got reelected.
The first African American. See, I didn't say
39,
it.
43.
I didn't say it. I didn't say it. You said it. I didn't say the first black president, and that's why he gets a lot of trouble.
I said it.
You said it.
I said it.
The white guy said it,
100%.
not the black guy.
So, and you know what happened? He got reelected. He got reelected. And for the Dems, reelecting the first African American president is a big, big deal. Not just electing him the first time.
It is.
Reelecting.
And Hillary-
That's enough
That's all great,
affirmation.
but nothing
That's
positive
enough
for this country.
affirmation.
Unemployment is still high. Food stamps are all-time high.
Nice hand you dealt us. Thanks a lot. Nice
It has
hand.
done nothing for this country.
No soup lines. You're happy.
Rich, the Hillary campaign is also a change campaign, might have coattails that sways the Senate, sways the House. There might be a better chance of getting stuff done after a Hillary Clinton election
There
because
will be a better chance, and she will have coattails
And it'll be-
because the
have a better
Republicans are afraid
See
of the
this? You
Clintons.
tune in this show, we already tell you not only what's going to happen 3 years from now, we'll give you coattails.
Can we move on to 2020
yes,
now? Because
exactly.
it's already getting boring.
But the Democrats don't go with the inevitable candidate. Bill Clinton wasn't the inevitable candidate. In '76, Jimmy Carter wasn't the inevitable candidate. Hillary was the inevitable candidate in 2008, and she never became president. So they always go
Look
with
at
the
the
outside.
Assemblyman
Here
dropping
comes Biden.
some history and some knowledge on us. Thank you.
Here
All right,
comes Biden.
we're
I
going to
love
talk.
that.
We're going to talk with the Assemblyman some Empire State politics when we come back, including some potential big trouble for a big-time power broker when it comes to Albany, and perhaps another black eye when I'm talking about the Assembly Speaker Shelley Silver. That and a lot more straight ahead.